That's the longest interview I've ever seen Evan Hudson do. So
we have to drag it out of him to make it that long.
But was that part of the?
He spoke more to you guys than he speaks to me. So
was that from the start, Coach, to put him in right with the ones and kind of throw him in?
Well, we're just trying to get as much information as we can on him. You know, he's kind of, in our eyes, it's like recruiting a junior college defensive lineman. And if you're going to recruit somebody from junior college ranks, you should be recruiting them to come to play, not to just serve a role as a backup. So we're trying to figure out if he can be that guy for us. Again, we're in helmets right now, so we're trying to get information. We'll get a lot more information on his role there once we put the pads on and full pads, and he's got to take on all the different blocks. But he's got a great demeanor for being a defensive player. He's a hard-nosed, tough, blue-collar type guy. Obviously, his size is his best attribute at 6'5", almost 280 pounds. And he's a different body type than what we have with our other guys.
You talk about playing the freshman, especially on defense, like kind of a couple of different areas, special teams and defense. Is that kind of you're trying to get them everywhere you can possibly, or
it's going to be a real focus of ours for about 2 weeks of playing our freshmen, really playing our threes more than we ever have in training camp in our previous 5 years. And part of that is initially early on in our years, I don't know if we even had threes, and now it's because of the depth that we've built up. That we're able to do that, and we're trying to keep our ones not having to take so many and keeping them fresh, and it looks great. We're rolling all the guys through. We got a really good 3 deep going on both sides of the ball, and it's been effective.
How do you coach guys like Austin and Kaysen to overcome incidents that happened and not let that define them?
Well, you know, I remind them of that they're 20 years old. I remind them that other people around the world and for over time have made mistakes, you know, and they're not the only ones. And that it doesn't have to define them. How they respond to it, almost more so than anything, is what will define them. And you know, I just try to be a positive influence on their life. I want to make sure that they know that they can trust me, because with trust comes honesty, and with honesty comes a really good relationship where I can help develop them as young men. And that's part of my job, and this is a developmental process. To think that I'm going to, you know, we inherit kids from all walks of life at 17, 18 years old, and to treat them as if they're a professional athlete, knowing all the answers to life, it isn't fair to them. This is about the process of developing them so that when they're done here and when they go into our society, that they have a positive influence on our society, and that's part of my job.
Are either player playing with more of a chip on their shoulder, like they have something to prove now?
No, I don't. I think they're doing what they always do. You know, they're competing, they're working hard, they're being accountable, but that's who they are. So I don't think that they've, you know, tried even harder on the football field. They're doing what they do to the best of their ability, so that's what it is.
Kaysen talked about having kind of tunnel vision heading into the season. Is that kind of maybe a good thing for him to have? Can you see that?
I think, you know, all of our guys, we talk about that as the season comes for our entire team. And to me, it's about focus. It's about focusing on the task at hand. It's about, you know, learning from yesterday and focusing on today and preparing for tomorrow. And so I think that his way of saying it, that he has tunnel vision, is that he's just focused on the task at hand, and that's playing football.
It sounds like there's a point where you're going to make a decision whether to keep Hudson or move him back.
Yeah. We are. I'm going to, you know, hopefully I want to get through next Tuesday's scrimmage. And when we get to Tuesday's scrimmage and we really can give him every look that we have, all the different blocking schemes and